I got to talk. I got to tell what I feel. I got to talk about my life as I see it. Biggie.
Oh, okay. I thought I was on mute still, but my mic is on. There you go. That'll work.
Mic is hot, baby.
Yeah, the mic is hot right now. I forgot I'm with a professional. We got a legit pro on the show today.
If that's what you want to call it.
Hey, are you kidding me? I'm gonna see if he slowly just like takes the reins, and I'm just gonna just
Yeah.
it'll be perfect. The Mean Gene Show.
Whoa.
Oh, I love it. I love it. But seriously, thanks, Mean Gene, for joining us today, man. I know it was like short notice, but
Short notice. 20 minutes. Hey,
bro,
man,
it was like 3 hours. It was 3 hours. All right.
you sure about that? Hold on.
It's like 4. Check the text. Check the text.
Let me take a look. Hold on. Stand by.
I love it. I love it. All right. Let me
2 hours. 2 hours and
What?
2 minutes.
Was that 5? Was that 5 o'clock? Okay,
It's 3:45.
At 3:45.
4:43. Excuse me. 4:43.
Okay, 4:43. All right. All right.
And you
Whatever.
said, hey, are you free at 6:45? Sure. Let's do it. Fuck it. Why not?
Yo, you know what? Shout out, early shout out to Brock, because Brock was actually gonna
What is happening?
see. I did it again. I started coughing right into the mic, and I know better than that. No, shout out to Brock, because he was actually gonna join us as well.
Okay.
But he
As well, or am I replacing him?
you're replacing him.
Okay,
But-
got you.
You know, now that I think about it, it could have been as well.
Yeah.
But he's on a date right now.
Okay.
So shout out to Brock on the date. Rock climbing
Hey.
somewhere. I'm just putting his business out there. My bad. But no, it was just too funny. I was I'm not gonna get in the way of love.
Yeah. No.
You know what I mean? So
Can't do that.
No. Never that. Man, I've already been rambling without even introducing us. All right, let me get this intro going. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. This is your favorite podcaster's favorite podcast. This is Get It How You Live with a U. And you might notice a different face on this week's episode if you're watching on YouTube or on Facebook or whatever. If you're just listening, yeah. But listen, it's almost the same thing, because we just lost one Haitian for another Haitian, and it's okay. It's like what is the transitive property? Is that what I'm?
You should just not
They're
said.
not. They're not interchangeable.
Well, no, but I'm just saying.
You should have just not said anything and see if anybody noticed.
Trust me, they would have been like, why is Saul calling Ross Mean Gene this whole
Yeah.
episode? Like, what's going on?
Why are his takes so optimistic?
Yeah.
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 You sure about that?
Oh, brother. Uh-oh. That's for you. That's for Mean Gene. No, I'm kidding. Anyways, guys, that's Mean Gene. He's the homie. If you've ever heard me speak about when I travel like to Detroit, when he used to live up there, that's who I would go see the last couple years. But Mean Gene's joining us this week. We got Emily hunkering down because I guess there's like some sort of like tornado force winds or something happening over there in DC right now. I don't even know what's
It's
the
been
deal.
like a crazy couple of weeks for weather up here. And I think a couple weeks ago we were the highest humidity of the whole country or something. Like, it was disgusting outside, which is terrible conditions for like crazy freak storms. So we've had some flash flooding last week, Saul, that they saw how they describe it. They rotations over by Howard, so there was like a shelter in place for a tornado, and that's like 2 minutes from me.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Close.
She's really close to Georgetown, and she's really close to Howard. Like
Wow.
No, I'm very
pretty
close to
cool.
Howard. I'm nowhere
Yeah.
near Georgetown.
I'm
I
gonna
feel
guess.
like you're close to Georgetown. What's
I'm
that?
gonna guess she's 2 minutes away from Howard because she just said it.
You're on it, Mean Gene. You're on it. Oh man, that's awesome. Actually, and before I even get ahead of myself even further, like Mean Gene, let me let you introduce you to
Yeah.
people who don't know who you are.
Yeah.
We know who you are, but
Yeah.
you're new to this show. So
New to the show.
tell us a little bit about yourself. Holler at your voice.
Yeah, so I think this was before we started recording. You mentioned I've been, working in broadcasting for the past 15 years in radio.
15.
Yeah. Yeah, I did my internship in 2009. Yeah, that's the last time the Magic went to the NBA Finals. I was an intern, and then I started, doing promotions 2010, just before I graduated from UCF. Did that for a couple years. Moved up to Knoxville, Tennessee. Did radio there for 4 years. I was on at night and the music director. Came back to Orlando for a bit. Moved back to Knoxville. Became the program director and was on in afternoons. And then I was in Detroit for 2 years, doing a morning show and running the whole radio station all by myself.
Yeah, shout out to Shannon Renee, by the
Yeah,
way.
she's my girl,
She's doing
Shannon.
her
Yeah,
thing,
she's
yeah.
doing really well. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were just texting earlier.
What what I saw this post, by the way. Sorry, Emily.
No.
She used to be his like they used to work together on the morning show
She
up
was
there.
the co-host.
Yeah, she
That's
was his
called the
co-host
co-host.
there. Yeah. But no, like what is this like meditation yoga something?
Yeah, so she's
What's the deal with
into she's into like a holistic wellness. So she's got a business that she started up. She's like certified in Reiki and sound baths, and she does all kinds of that type of medicine. And she just before we left the station, she started on her own business local in her community, and she's been doing really well with it, hosting like big events where they do the sound baths. She's been doing some like
for sure
like, people floating in pools and her doing the sound baths, and it's all really cool.
I've seen her post. That's how I know, she's been doing a lot of people are showing up for this stuff, so it's pretty cool. She's doing a great job.
She is.
Maybe we'll meet her one day. I don't know. She's really cool. But
yeah. For sure.
Yeah, let's just get right into it because we missed you last week, Emily.
Yeah.
And we kind of spoke a little bit about stuff that's happening with Puff and the verdict there, Alligator Alcatraz, all that stuff. We kind of wanted to dive into this bill that passed just a few weeks ago and kind of maybe get into a little bit more of the details of it, especially surrounding like the student loans, right? I think yeah, their head's about to explode. But I mean, yeah, let's just start there because I don't think a lot of people really know the ramifications of what is about to happen in the next couple years, like even this year, in the next couple months, and then so on and so forth. But I'll let em kind of start off with this and holler at me. Teach me something new.
I don't think I'll teach you anything new.
Yeah.
Actually, the student Saul and I were talking about before the started was there's lots of changes to the student loans repayment system. Well, getting loans in the first place and then repayment of the loans. Mm-hmm. But since the bill has passed, like I've gotten nothing from my loan servicer explaining what's happening. So all of mine is just like reading the bill and reading news articles and trying to piece together what it could be. And worst case for me is like my payments will go to like multiple $1,000s a month in repayment, which is like not sustainable. Mm-hmm. And it would be nice to have some clarity on this situation.
Yeah.
But they made a distinction in the bill about whether your loans were taken out before July 1, 2014. And like everything they talk about is loans after that. And so I'm like, well, 95% of my loans were taken out before 2014. So does that mean you're not changing anything? I'm in one of the repayment plans that they have axed. And there's just a lot of lack of clarity for anybody that's in repayment right now and how it's all going to be impacted. At one point they were saying the plan you wouldn't have to move over to the plan until 2028. So I was like, all right, well, maybe we can fix this before this actually goes into effect. But I don't think that's the case now. I don't think that's what the final version was. But again, they've told us nothing. So that's a situation that could really be consequential. But I think a lot of the other things are they were smart in the way that they passed things. So they made stuff about your estate and what can pass through without taxes and all those sorts of things. They made those permanent. They made big tax cuts to the richest permanent, but then the tax deductions that they're giving to people phase out. So no tax on tips. Everyone's so, that sounds really great. It's for 3 years. Okay. It's for 3 years. And then it is only for the first $25,000. And there's not a whole lot of people living off of $25,000. So that's not going to get you very far. And then, let's look at the timeline of 3 years. They're looking at, that'll be the new election cycle. People can be pissed at the next president if that doesn't continue, right? The state and local tax deduction, which your buddy is so fond of, that's only for 4 years.
The salt
deduction, right? And what that did was in DC it doesn't really impact me, but for other jurisdictions, they increased the deduction from $10,000 to $40,000 per year as a deduction. And it's good for 4 years. So again, they're laying that at the feet of the other, of the next president. When you look at the Medicaid work requirements, those work requirements don't go into effect until after the midterms. Why are they doing that? Because if a bunch of people started losing their Medicaid now, the Republicans would pay for it in the midterms. So the timing of all of this is egregious and outrageous, and all of the small little perks that you might get will phase out, and all the permanent, lucrative, huge tax cuts for the rich will just remain in effect. So yeah, it's a big bummer. I was reading an article that said that the cost of living and your after tax income for the bottom 40% of earners is going to go up, right? So the median income in this country is like roughly $80,000. So if you're in the bottom 40%, you're making less than $80,000, and your after-tax income is going to go down, and your cost of living is going to go up. Whereas the top 20% of earners are going to get a $6,000 a year tax cut on average. Like, what are we doing? This is nonsense. But hey, you got SALT deductions for the next 4 years. Really great.
So this is the thing that caught my eye about this. Me being a sports maniac, and the World Cup is coming to the United States, right? Well, to the Americas. North America, right?
North America, yeah. I think it's just Canada. I think it's just U.S., Canada, and Mexico, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, I think it's just North America.
So I guess in this big, beautiful bill for these tourists, the bill introduces a new $250 visa integrity fee for most non-immigrant U.S. Visas, including tourist, student, and work visas beginning in 2026. The new fee added to the bill by Republican lawmakers on the House Judiciary Committee is one of 22 immigration fees in the bill designed to encourage lawful conduct among foreign nationals visiting the United States.
And they're going to have big ICE presence outside of all those matches too.
Of course.
Right? Which was another part of this big, beautiful bill is the the ICE budget is insane now. It
170 million dollars, right? Is that what it is?
37 billion,
Wow.
and it's higher than what Israel spends on their own military.
That's insane.
That's scary.
Well, that's very. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's rough.
Yeah, I don't
And because they jammed it all together in the way that they did, most people are not going to take the time to read through each and every one of the policy
Of course
changes and how that's going to impact them. And they're not going to feel the effect for many years, right? They're going to get their $25,000 tax deduction on no tax on tips for a couple of years and, keep it moving and not understand the long-term impacts.
How, like, I don't know. Like, is there any way to even stop this? Like, there's no way to stop this, right? Like,
No.
this is it.
It's
right?
been signed into law.
Yeah.
It's too late.
And
Take
then
back
that's that.
Congress, take back the executive, and pass a new bill, right? But not until that.
So you sound a lot, more red on this. So the question is, let's say that then happens, right? So that's still what, like a year and a half away from the midterms, right? If I'm not mistaken, or am I way off?
It'll be next year. It will be the midterms.
Next
yeah.
year. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
In November. So a year and a half, yeah.
Yeah. So let's say those things happen. How long does it take to start reversing these things? Because I know it's not just going to be like a snap of a finger, right?
Well, right, because we're still going to have Trump as president. So even if we take back the House, even if we take back Congress, most of our power will be limited to not enacting his legislative agenda rather than enacting our own, because he's still got to sign it, right? So
yeah,
that's going to be an issue.
Mm-hmm.
So you really need to win back Congress and the executive at the same time to really get things done. So
Gotcha.
I was
It all sounds so bleak. This is this is not good, regardless. Like, at all. Like, it's not good. Not good.
I was listening to a daily episode about the Medicaid cuts with the work requirements. So they were talking about how the state of Arkansas actually enacted work requirements similar to the ones that they're trying to do now. And it was only in effect for like 9 months before the courts stepped in to remove the work requirements. But in those 9 months, 25% of people on Medicaid lost their coverage in Arkansas because they couldn't keep up with the paperwork for the work requirement documentation. And when they went back and looked at the people who had lost it, almost none of them actually deserved to be kicked off the program. They just couldn't keep up with all the reporting requirements. And so that's one state, right? But if that's any indication of where we're going, 25% of people could be removed from Medicaid.
Wow.
It's funny because I think like what I've been hearing and like seeing online and stuff is like they expect these people to work, like people that like you're on Medicaid because you kind of can't really work already, right? Or or you kind of can. It's limited, whatever it is. But I think like I forget who it was that I saw him talking about it. One of the Republican senators or something like that, and pretty much saying they could like work in the fields and stuff, and it's just wild. I don't even know. I don't know where these people are getting these ideas from. But
I mean, when you look at so there are people that receive Medicaid and like Social Security disability and things like that, and they like truly cannot enter the workforce. Taking those people aside, if you look at the people who are able-bodied and able to work and on Medicaid, I think it's like less than 10% of that population is not working. Because for whatever reason, right? They aren't working. But everybody else is either part-time or full-time working or qualifies for one of the exemptions, like you're in school, right? Which we want to encourage, or we used to want to encourage. So
Right.
the amount of people that are like taking advantage, so to speak, is very small. And people keep saying things like, who was it that was there a congressman that said like there's like 25-year-old men sitting in basements playing video games or something like that.
Yeah,
But like
yeah.
you don't collect Medicaid. It's not like you get a check every month and then whatever you don't use you've got left over. It's not like an EBT card, right? It's
Mhm.
insurance. You only get to use it if you go to the doctor and they pay the doctor. Like
Yeah.
this is not somebody who's like, I don't particularly find doctors fun. I don't go to them for fun. I don't spend money there
Mhm.
for fun, right? Like it's
No, I don't
insane.
think I don't think hospitals are fun at all. I don't think ERs are
No.
fun. I don't think
Urgent
like-
care is not fun.
no,
None
urgent
of
care
that.
is not fun. When they miss your vein trying to give you an IV, it's not fun.
No.
Because then like your arm bubbles up. That's not fun. It's weird when
Mhm.
they have to
Yeah.
come and squish it down and get rid of it. It's like, I didn't know you could do that. That's I don't know.
that wasn't a great visual.
No, that
But like
was me, Joel. I don't know if we talked. I mean, I'm sure we probably talked about this on the pod before. But anyways, I got sick when I went to DC
Mhm.
to visit, and I had to go to the ER.
Mhm.
And
Oh,
yeah,
twice.
Yeah, twice, man. Just nonstop throwing up. It was bad. It was bad.
Mhm.
So, anyways, I guess she's trying to like find my
Vein.
to put the IV in or whatever.
and he's
Now,
already super dehydrated.
Yeah.
I was way dehydrated, but I feel like I'm a pretty vascular person.
That's what I was going to say.
already.
You're in the. All you do is go to the gym.
So you can't like it's easy to find my veins, you know. Like
You would
I've
think.
heard other people say this before, like other nurses. Oh
Mhm.
yeah, like look at those veins. Well, not this time. I don't know what happened. She came, she was wiggling it around, left, wiggled it
It was
around
like
again, left.
squirting.
Next thing you know, I looked down because I
What?
was like, dude, I looked down because I was like, my arm doesn't feel right.
Uh-huh.
And like, I don't know what's happening. And I looked over and I mean, when I tell you there was this like knot.
No,
just
that was later.
increasing.
That was later. When she first put it in,
Mhm.
she missed it and there was blood spatter
Oh
everywhere.
yeah, that looked like a murder scene.
The bubble came because then once you started feeling better, you were sitting with your arm like whatever.
I
bent.
don't know.
And it stopped.
I left it the way they put it. I wasn't.
It was
Wow.
bent, and so it wasn't free flowing. And a different nurse came in and was like, whoa, and like stretched your arm out and had to fix it.
Anyways, I had
Wow.
a giant lump in my arm. It was crazy. She squished it down. Yeah, I forgot about all the blood. Blood went everywhere too. It was like all over. Yeah, it was fucking gross. Yeah, hospitals are not fun.
Right.
Great way to enjoy your vacation.
Right. We had to move. He ruined it. He didn't get to do any touristy
bro.
things on Monday, and I had to move his flight like 3 times.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was pretty
yeah.
bad.
What was
It was
it?
pretty bad. Don't have the salmon in DC.
No.
That's all I got.
Okay.
Don't have the salmon in DC.
It's impossible to know if it was food poisoning or a concussion or both because he also
A
smacked his
concussion?
head on the ground. Yes.
Oh my god.
What?
That's a
He
different.
got very drunk one night, and
It
the
was-
same night, and when he went to get out of the Uber, he clipped his foot and face down on the pavement.
Oh,
Nope.
but did they not tell you what was wrong with you at the hospital?
Yeah, they did. They said
they couldn't separate the two things out. It was probably it
Oh
could
no,
have
they
been both.
could. That did
Wow.
that did not make me want to violently throw up out of both ends.
A concussion?
Yeah,
Can.
Throw up some
get out of here.
concussions.
I mean, yeah, but not like stomach sick like that. It's a different kind of sick.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like the nausea is different. I think.
maybe,
I don't know.
Maybe.
Listen, I don't even know how we got on this. Sorry, people don't
Maybe.
need to know that I
That's
fell out of a van. You know, by
maybe you had what Kristaps Porzingis has.
the mysterious illness.
The mysterious illness.
He's just
As they
tired
say.
all the time, I guess.
Yeah.
Apparently, like that sounds like mono, like the
I don't
kissing
know.
thing, right? Mono.
I-
That's what he's
I'm-
got.
But does
I feel
mono
like-
last for 2 months? Like,
It can last
I
a really
think
long
that's it
time.
for forever.
I had
Yeah.
I had mono for more than a month at one point.
oh
Well,
wow.
see, there you go.
Mhm.
No,
and it just makes you tired. From what I hear, I had no idea.
He could have had COVID and not known it.
Long COVID.
Long COVID.
Mhm.
Doesn't want to admit it.
Yeah, I mean,
Nobody wants to admit it. Oh my
I don't know.
goodness! What a
Anyway,
world! What a
what
time
a-
to be alive!
she's
What
like,
were
can
you
we
gonna
reel
say?
this back
No,
in?
no,
please?"
Yeah. All right.
What-
Let's get back on track. 'Cause-
One more thing about the Medicaid piece.
No, go
is,
ahead,
Mhm.
please. 'Cause this is-
Remember, when we passed the Affordable Care Act, we had a huge problem with people being uninsured and using hospitals as their primary care and then not
Mhm.
paying their bills. And that stressed all hospital systems. And we can talk about corporate greed and all that. That's a separate conversation that merits discussion, right? But it stressed all of the healthcare system and particularly affected rural areas who couldn't float those massive unpaid bills. And so part of this was Medicaid expansion. Some states didn't do it. I think Florida was one of them that didn't do it. But that was part of one of the things that we were doing, is trying to prevent people from going to hospitals and not paying for services. That was part of what Medicaid is fixing. And now we're prepared to cut 25% of the people on Medicaid off of Medicaid. We're recreating the same problems that we tried to fix back in 2008, 2009. Like, what are we doing?
Aren't they getting rid of the Affordable Health Care Act, like the tax credit as well for that in this bill somehow?
They surely could be. I haven't heard that one, but
I feel like that was part like that. I actually wanted to kind of look into that as well.
Look it up, because there's so much stuff in that bill. It's very well possible.
Yeah.
It's just scary. I like, the reason that's important to me more specifically was because I was on Obamacare, the Affordable Health Care Act, for forever, since it came out, up until literally this last year. Even my first year at my job that I have at the company that I work for, I still didn't switch over to the health insurance they were providing. I just recently did this time because of the current administration. Like, the minute he won, I knew they were going to try to do something to it, like always. While I look this up, though, like, I know this is kind of a tough subject, but the last time we recorded, Brock and Ross and I, the Texas floods, the flooding, all that happened. I believe at the time, I think they had only counted like 60 something people dead and missing. I just to give an update, because we're all kind of on a weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, semi-monthly.
I'll get to it. I'll get to it when I get to it.
I don't want people thinking we're falling that too far behind. But 132 people dead from the flood. Dozens are still missing. Like, it's crazy. Like, even Mexico sends people to help, right? During this political climate. And what had happened? I don't know, was it Kristi Noem? Is that her name? I don't. Mean Gene, did you see this? How she because she has like a new policy or something.
Yep.
I guess anything anything over $100,000. Yeah, go ahead.
She's got to sign off on it, right? And because of that, wasn't it delayed to get to the people that needed help because she didn't get around to signing it for whatever reason, right?
2 days.
I think it was more. I think it was 72 hours.
Jesus.
I mean, and $100,000 is a ridiculous threshold for her to have in the first place.
Yeah.
Because their budget is over $100 million a year. Like,
wow,
what are you talking about? But if that's what you're planning to do, then you better be reviewing things in real time. I mean, 72 hours is crazy.
Was there any reason given as to why it took her that long to get to it, or was it just she'll get to it when she gets to it? Do you know?
She had really important social media posts to make. I don't know.
Oh,
I mean,
boy.
When you have amateurs running this country,
Mm-hmm.
They don't understand bureaucracy, which has a lot of its flaws, right? But
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's enough people high up to be able to synthesize information, understand what's time sensitive, get it to the people that need to get to it, right? Because you've like wiped out all of these high level people who've
Mhm.
spent their careers there. She doesn't know what she's doing.
Yeah.
She doesn't know that authorization was going to be such an important thing. She's just
Mhm.
completely inept and out of her depth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the person who was in that position previously, did they have a different threshold? Like, where did this $100,000 number come? Did she just make it up? You know
Yes.
what I'm like?
Yes, that's exactly what they did. She did,
Mhm.
trying to pretend she's like tough shit. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Or like
Yeah.
trying to pretend like, hey, no fraudulent spending is gonna happen on my watch. Anything over $100,000, you know what? I need to review it.
Yeah.
Like, give me a break. You know what
Wow.
I mean? She needs to review her stupid plastic surgeon that's done the horrible clown job on her face. You know what I mean? Like, review that before
Yeah.
you sign off on anything, chick. Like, this is just some wild shit that's been happening.
Yeah.
And real quick, to circle back to the Affordable Health Care Act, those tax credits, I was right. They did not include them in this House bill, meaning that they are set to expire at the end of this year, at the end of 2025, unless Congress decides to extend it. But
Mhm.
we know that's not going to happen.
They're
'cause
not going to do it if they didn't do it in this bill.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and just to give people an idea, because I don't think, I mean, I don't know. A lot of people wanted to badmouth it. I don't understand why. I think, they did make it tough, or harder to get at a certain point.
Mhm.
But you just kind of had to know what to fill out, how to fill it out, right? And you get it. And it was pretty affordable. I mean, I was paying $60-$80 a month.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, whenever it would change, which is, I think that's incredible, because
Yeah.
I look at what my job takes out of my paycheck for my healthcare now, and I'm like, holy crap! And I have
Yeah.
United. I thought Luigi did something about this. You know what I mean?
Wow.
He didn't. That was the problem. That was his gripe.
Man, oh God. Hold on. Let me give one of these to horrible health insurance.
Wow.
I was able to afford it because of that tax credit as well. And I saw how much it was. Without that tax
Mhm.
credit, your health insurance is like $400-$500 a month.
Yeah.
These people that are on,
And that's for a single person.
yes,
Mhm.
that's for a single person.
Correct.
These people that are on, the Affordable Health Care Act on Obamacare, right? It's because it's affordable.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I know there was no way in hell I could afford $500-$600 a month, and it's just me. I'm not married. I don't have kids.
Mhm.
I mean, me and Gene and I joke about this all the time. Like,
Yeah.
we send each other memes of and Emily too. Like, oh,
Yeah.
that's right, all three of us. We send each other memes all the time about, being the cool uncle, and, not being the cool aunt, and
The Godfather.
yeah, not having to worry about anything, even with all that. Even like, no way.
It's insane.
Not spending half my paycheck on daycare.
That too. It's
I mean, but that's an issue too. The daycare's a whole nother. Anyways, we'll wait for Ross for that one. He's got a kid.
Oh, this is okay.
Yeah, I don't think he. I'm not sure if you ever had to use daycare for him. I don't remember.
If he's
so
Haitian,
long.
then he didn't have to use daycare.
You're probably right. Yeah. His
yeah.
wife is Puerto Rican too. That's right.
Yeah,
Family, baby.
somebody, some aunt, some grandmother, somebody, some great aunt is like, "Oh, bring the kids over here. I got them. I can almost do it."
Hey, what were you doing? You were hanging out with a bunch of kids this weekend, weren't you? Oh, did he?
What a way to phrase that.
No,
What did he say?
My bad. Not like that. I'm just saying.
You froze, so I didn't.
My
hear what
bad.
you
I said, speaking of hanging out with kids or whatever, what were you doing this weekend? I meant to ask you, man. You were hanging out with a bunch of Put your kids in a good way, like family, his nephews. I saw pictures of his nephews. All
correct.
right,
My nephews were here. My
I mean, come on.
my nephews were here for a couple of weeks, so I got to hang out with them. And then a buddy of mine, his daughter turned 2, so I went to her birthday party, and it was a kid's birthday party, but there were more adults than kids, and somebody was making drinks, so that was cool. And then some of my friends from Tennessee were heading out on a cruise, and they drove down, and they left out of Cape Canaveral, so I drove over, and they had their 2 kids with them as well. So
okay,
yeah, I was like, man, this is a lot of children, but that's okay.
For a second there, I was like, is Mean Gene downtown without me? I was like,
I know.
I mean,
Please.
I don't know if I would have went out though.
That's my point exactly. Because anytime, have you noticed that I don't even text you to do anything anymore? I'm just gonna eat a steak. I'm just gonna go work out.
A salad.
I'm at a salad. Yeah, I'm gonna eat some quinoa. Sorry, I don't want to drink. My body's a temple. I'm not fun anymore.
Hey, listen. I went out yesterday for a little bit.
Slick invite.
So, I mean, I got invited. I didn't know.
You have to tell me when you want to go out because.
All right, I will.
Because you're the anytime I ask you, you're like, oh no, I'm just gonna eat some steak and quinoa. I think I'm gonna go to the gym at midnight. There's not gonna be anybody there.
When he does it
at midnight, get out of here.
I'm
in bed.
He's lying to you because he's also going and getting massive cookies.
Oh, is he?
I did. So I went. Wow. All right, man. You know what? Thanks for reminding me. Another special shout out mid-show to Fat Ash Bakery. Fat Ash Bakes. Listen, man, I'm gonna send you this link. I'm gonna send you the IG Mean Gene, like their profile or whatever. And
did they just open?
So yeah, they got a brick and mortar.
You send it to me when they opened up.
Oh my god, dude.
Are these people paying you or giving you free food? If not,
no,
you went to a bakery and got some cookies. Okay, that's the professional broadcaster in me. Don't shout people out that aren't paying you to shout them out, okay?
It's too good. These cookies are too good.
Okay, they can be fantastic, and you can tell them to me.
I don't want to be a gatekeeper.
When we're not recording, you don't have to gatekeep. But if these people are not paying you, don't send them business. What are you doing? Bro, what?
Anyways,
on, man.
I've been going there.
Single-handedly keeping them in business.
Oh,
Okay?
wow.
Hey.
So that's why you don't come drink, because you're like, I just ate 5 fat ass cookies. I can go drink.
First off, I get one of their chocolate chip cookies, and then I get one of their special brookies. They come up with something different. I mean, it's not the same one every week. So,
but their cookies are like 4 inches thick. That's like 5 cookies in and of itself.
I don't know.
Listen.
Emily, would you rather eat a cookie or drink? Because I'd rather drink.
I'm always gonna pick drinking.
Oh yeah. See,
listen. I don't even.
Did you notice? You notice how she didn't say what brand of wine she's drinking? She just said, "I'm drinking." See, she gets it. You don't. I'm gonna learn you something today.
They have like crack in these cookies or something. All right, I don't know what it is, but it's. Oh, anyways, yeah. I mean, I've been going there for the last probably 4 weekends in a row. I think 3 weekends or something. It's pretty crazy. I mean, I just stop in, grab them, bam, and I'm out. Oh, hey, I want that one and that one. Thank you. Then I come home and stuff my face.
Wow.
And then I go to the gym the next day because I feel pretty bad about it.
Not
totally worth it. No, not at all. Not at all. Again, man, I just keep jumping off the rails here. There's a couple. There's just so much important stuff happening. Hey, by the way, did we ever come up with anything that's not so depressing? Anything not so depressing to talk about?
Not really. Not really, though.
I mean, what even has been going on? I do have a life outside of the political atmosphere here or whatever. Like, contrary to popular belief, like my friends and family think I'm probably a maniac.
Yes,
but
you are.
I mean,
You are.
all right. I'm not a maniac.
Yes, you are.
I mean, I am.
Emily, did I ever tell you about when he came to visit me in Detroit and he made me go to the gym and work out with him?
Yes.
Okay. Does that sound like normal person behavior, or does that sound like maniac behavior?
It is maniac behavior. And when he came to visit me, the whole time he's like, I got to figure out what gym to go to. I got to figure out what gym to go to. And then he got concussed and couldn't. So yeah.
Yeah, that's solved that.
But the other thing is he wakes up ready to rage. Like it doesn't matter.
I do not wake up ready.
Every time I'm at his house by like 10 a.m., I'm like, this is your 5th rage.
All right. Listen.
It's not just limited to politics.
All right. That's different. Yeah, those are different. That's different. That's a completely different thing. All right. And I've been working on that. It's getting better.
Yeah.
Way better. Yeah, 100% better about it. What I was gonna say is though, when it comes to these topics and stuff and everything, it's just that I don't want it to be normalized, right? Like that's what I'm afraid of. It's so easy to go about your day and your conversation with your friends and your family and everybody and just completely not even remotely think about the crazy shit that is happening right now. And it's I just don't want people to forget. That's all. Because I know how easily, like I said, it is to forget. And then that's how it just becomes, oh yeah, whatever. Like, people don't even watch the news anymore because they were just so tired of the news, right? You constantly hear that. Like, I don't watch the news. I don't watch the news. I don't watch the news. And I get it. But, your heart is supposed to hurt when you see these things. Like, that's normal.
Yeah.
You're supposed to feel this way when you see somebody taking a baby from a mother's arms, ripping that child away. Your heart is supposed to hurt.
Of course.
And I think it's okay if that happens for 2 minutes every day, just to remind yourself and like then the people around you that, this is not cool what's happening. My heart still works. I have not forgotten, like, I say this all the time. If I were to have gotten, kidnapped or if anything like this would have happened, like I would not want anybody to stop talking about me. I like until they found out I was okay, at least, at the very least they found out where I was and if I'm alive and if I'm okay.
Yeah.
Like we can't forget these people. They're our neighbors. Like they are, regardless, like, trust me, you know somebody that knows somebody that this is directly affecting. And, if it was your kid, if it was your wife, if it was your mom, if it was your family member, like you would not stop talking about this. And you would at least, you'd want to be remembered at least for 5 minutes out of the day. I don't think I go overboard about it. I think sometimes to make the point, you have to go to a certain extreme, but not, you know what I mean? But you just can't forget. You can't forget what's happening around you. You can't.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm like, that's the place that I'm coming from whenever I go on these like text rants, what I mean, real quick. And I think a lot does get lost in translation. I was texting with Marv about that. Like, and it does a lot gets lost in texting and translation because there's no like tonality, in it, right? It's just like straight text,
Yeah.
You're reading. So you can't really feel kind of how the other person's approaching that subject. And I understand that. But still, I don't know. We just can't forget, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
I
don't-
listen. I don't disagree with you at all. And when the very first time that we talked about Kilmar on this pod,
Mhm.
one of the things I said was, yes, his case matters and we need to bring him back, but we can't also elevate his story over the other hundreds of people put on the planes and sent to CCOT, because
Yeah.
now he's back. He's got his own set of issues now that we're still dealing with and still paying attention to, but no
Mhm.
one's talking about those hundreds of people that were already put on those planes and are still in CCOT. Like, we don't know any of their names. We don't know what is happening to them. There are no efforts to bring those people home that's being publicized. So it's like, I think there's a balance of having a case, sort of your model case to be outraged about,
Mhm.
but like, we're not even talking about the people that are still there.
Yeah.
Just not.
Yeah. Yep. So wild.
How do you feel about it, Mean Gene? Honestly, I don't think. I mean, I know you as a person because you're my friend, so I know
Mhm.
where you stand on this. You know what I mean? But
Yeah. No,
just-
I mean, it's just wild. The part that bothers me is just the way that people just are like, yeah, that's great. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure you saw, a Facebook post that I, did the other day where I was like, hey, if heaven exists and you're rooting for people to be eaten by alligators and you go to church, you might as well stop wasting your time, because if heaven's a real place, you're not going.
yeah,
Yeah,
you're
not
getting in.
going, right? And so to me, it's just crazy that these people. So again, even obviously we're talking about political things, but politics aside, right? As someone who grew up going to church every single week, those religious people kind of bother me the most, because you can't tell me that you sit in church every week, you listen to what's being said in the church every week, and Donald Trump is the person who represents those things that you're learning in church. You can't tell me that, right? I would have way more respect for you if you say, hey, I'm always going to vote for whoever the Republican nominee is. I don't care who it is. I'd respect you more if you said that than for you to tell me that this is the guy who exemplifies the things that you're hearing when you go to church every week, because there's no way that anybody can say that with a straight face and actually believe it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's just insane to me that people will justify, like, oh yeah, he's been sent here from God. Like, no, he wasn't. No, he's not. He's literally the complete opposite of everything that you hear about in church, right? Like gluttony, you know what I mean? Adultery, all these things.
Everything,
and it's just
everything.
right?
Everything. All 10. All 10. All 10 commandments. He just said, nah, I don't care about this.
Yeah. So for me, it's like, yeah, just say like, look, he's the Republican nominee. I'm going to vote for him because of that. But don't tell me that he's the person who exemplifies the things that you hear in church, because literally all of these things that he's saying and doing are the complete opposite. So it just bugs me out that people really think that, like, yeah, I can't wait for these people to get eaten by alligators, and you think you're going to heaven. You're not. And somebody that I, am friends with that's leans pretty right. He said, something about murderers and rapists. And I go, look, if there are people that are murderers and rapists that are sent there, guess what? They don't think they're going to heaven, and they're not going to be there either. But those people that go to church every week and pray and, oh, I'm a Christian, I'm a this, I'm a that, but you're like, I can't wait until these fucking people get eaten by alligators. You might as well stop wasting your time, right? Because you're in for a rude awakening if heaven exists. I don't know. I've never been there. If heaven exists, you're in for a rude awakening when you're like, why am I not there, right? Why am I not there? Why is it hot here? You know what I mean? So it's just
I don't know, man. Detroit was pretty close. I like Michigan. Detroit was pretty close. Little Caesars Arena was tough, man. Little Caesars Arena is tough, bro. Little Caesars Arena is tough. I don't know if people have never been or don't know, but hey, Little Caesars Arena, check it out. I love Detroit.
Yeah, great city.
That concert was pretty close. That's all I got to say. Shout out to Infinity Song.
Infinity Song.
Oh man. Man, you brought something up that I wanted to hit on, and then I forgot all about it because I started daydreaming about Detroit. Oh I should have jotted it down. I have a
Oh,
pen
man.
here in my pad. The Kilmar thing. I know this guy's suing the federal the government or whatever.
Mhm. Yes.
Or the conditions?
No. Well, yeah, but Columbia University student.
Oh, he's suing for his detainment.
Yeah, what the crap? Wow, what's his name? How am I forgetting his name? Jeez Louise. For like 20 mil.
Wow.
I don't know. Do you think he'll? I mean, do you think he's going to win this lawsuit at all?
Unlikely.
Mahmoud Khalil. That's who. There we go. Mahmoud Khalil files $20 million claim against Trump administration. So he was a Columbia University student. They got roped up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But
illegally.
I haven't looked at the lawsuit, but my guess is that he's bringing a 1983 Bivens claim, and those never succeed because of governmental immunity. What they do in a lot of people who are incarcerated bring these actions for various conditions against what the prison guard did to them or whatever, and they almost always get away with it because there's qualified immunity if you're acting in an official government capacity. I'm saying that off the cuff. I haven't looked at the lawsuit. I don't know what the basis is, but just off the top of my head, I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I would love to be wrong.
Yeah. That's why it's like I read a story the other day about there's a guy, his parents are from Jamaica, I believe, but they served in the military. So he was born on a military base in Germany. Did you hear about this?
Oh my God. Yeah. I saw that post.
And they deported him to Jamaica. He's never been to Jamaica a day in his life.
Yeah.
And I guess that for some reason some paperwork didn't come through properly, so it shows like he's not a citizen. And they put him in a room to send him, I think, to El Salvador. And he's like talking to everybody else, like, why am I in here? Where are you going? And he's now having to like pitch a fit. Like, why are you sending me to El Salvador? And then like, oh, we'll see.
Oh, we lost him. He froze up.
Yep.
You know what I mean? We're in the military. And
hold on, say that again. Well, you froze up on us again.
Oh, sorry. No. So his parents were in the military. So he was born in Germany on an American military base, and they're sending him to some Spanish-speaking country that he doesn't speak the language. And then they're like, okay, we'll send you to Jamaica since that's where your family's from. And he's never been there in his life. Yeah. Like, it's just insane to me that youth, like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just send him to Jamaica. What?
Well, we're also sending people to Djibouti when they're not from there.
Yeah. It's insane. It's I don't know. And the fact that, again, people are just like, yeah, that's fine. Who cares? Is nuts to me, especially because you think you're going to heaven and you're not.
Well, I mean, I saw something about a guy that he was getting ready to self-deport, and he and his family were driving cross country to self-deport.
Oh my God, yeah.
And he got picked up for driving on a suspended, and now he's in Alligator Alcatraz. Like,
so
he
didn't want to go. I think I talked about this in the last pod. He didn't want to.
Oh, I didn't listen to that one.
Yeah, I gotta unless it was a conversation I was having with somebody. It's all right. But he didn't want to turn himself in. So what he didn't want to do was
he did not show for
suspended license because he didn't want to get. He knew that ICE is coming to courthouses to scoop.
Yeah. He didn't show up for his court appearance.
So he didn't show up for his court appearance. He's been trying to do the right thing.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, because they're gonna come and get me, I guess, for no reason.
And so they decided to self-deport instead.
Yeah. And on this whole trip,
and on the trip, he gets
busted. This administration here in Florida, the DeSantis administration is violating so many laws. Like, for instance, they're staffing the facility with private correctional officers who haven't had to submit to fingerprinting, pass a physical exam, or pass background checks.
Wow.
This is all like here. Let's see what else. They've suspended truck safety laws and portable toilet permitting rules, which is wild. Like, I'm looking at these. I don't even know, like, official papers about this. Like, the governor gave himself and his aides freedom to hand out no bid contracts. They pay overtime to senior managers. They buy boats, planes, and cars.
Wow.
These guys are just going ham.
And it's just crazy that people just sit around and let it happen. Like I saw a meme that I sent you that was like, the government right now is like the Uvalde shooter, and what was it? I wish I need to remember the exact way that it was framed, but it's like they just kind of do whatever they want, and we're sitting around and just watching it happen, and nothing is being done about it. It's insane.
Oh, dude, him suspending like the procurement laws helped them like issue more than $150 million worth of contracts and purchase orders connected to the detention camp.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't followed this closely enough. You guys might have, since you're down there. At one point in time, I saw DeSantis was like, "Oh, it's being paid by FEMA," and then FEMA came out and was like, "They haven't even applied for the money." Is that
Wow.
the situation?
Yes,
Is there
it's so
update?
all this stuff is weird. I haven't heard an update from that.
Wow.
Like bro, and so part of the reason the reason he's able to get away with this is because he had that statewide emergency back in 2023 over immigration. Like our borders are being taken over, overrun.
Oh
like,
my God.
And I don't know what border he's talking about, because
isn't that much like
where are we?
Is
we're
the
in
Panhandle?
Georgia,
Panhandle, maybe
not even Georgia and Alabama and like Mississippi. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, there was no emergency at all, but he did it because he knows with that declaring that state of emergency, he can go ahead and break all these laws. It was only supposed to go for 2 months, and now it's in its third year of it happening. So
Florida is bordered by water.
Dude, it's insane. It's insane.
And Georgia, so maybe it's the Georgia people.
You got me. He used this the expansive emergency powers to seize the land himself down there, by the way. He's commandeering that TNT airport from its owner over Miami-Dade County after its administration made a lowball offer to buy the site that county leaders rejected. So they try to buy it on the cheap. These guys are like, nah, you're not going to do this crazy stuff. And then he declares a state of emergency and swoops in and takes the land anyways.
Wow.
Like, this is out of control. What this guy is doing. This little man in his little boots with his little lifts inside his shoes, with the top of his feet bulging out of the top of the shoes, because he's trying to walk around and he looks like a baby giraffe walking in these cowboy boots. Yeah. Like, Jesus Christ, for goodness sake.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this is where we're at here in Florida. This is where we're at.
It's not just Florida, pal.
Oh, but this detention center is this concentration camp. Let's see. The detainees again reported worms in the food, feces on the floor, toilets aren't working.
Yeah. That's another thing that people are like, oh man, that thing's not going to be able to survive a hurricane. I can't wait to. And it's like, again, you're rooting for people to die. Again, what happened in Texas is terrible, but you can't have empathy for Texas and then say, I want these people to die in a hurricane. You can't say that the California wildfires happened because God is punishing California and then say, oh, but it's either all the same or it's all not, right? Either God is, if God punished California with the wildfires, then you need to keep that same energy in this situation. It's just so weird how people pick and choose, and it's like, that was God, this is a tragedy. Like, it's all tragic, and you're rooting for people to die in a hurricane and be eaten by alligators. Like, do you hear yourself? And you think you're a good person. It's the craziest part of it all to me. You do all that, and you think you're a good person. Wow. Wow.
Here we are, folks. That's we weird. Are. Yeah. What else was it that we're supposed to talk about? I forgot. I thought I wrote it down, but I don't know, because it's getting close to
Diddy. We don't have to talk about
Diddy. What
the diddler?
Well, you are the attorney, all right, on this program.
No.
And what I've been asked, what people are asking me is like the not the defense, the prosecution. Did they present a enough of did they do a good job of presenting their case? Yes or no?
Well,
I mean, they lost.
so I didn't watch the trial. So
were you able to watch? I thought it was.
I didn't watch it. Oh wait, that's correct. It wasn't. Yeah, it's federal. So but like I didn't keep up on. So my mom apparently watches TMZ every day before she goes and picks up my niece from school.
Okay, and shout out Miss Connie, TMZ.
Wow.
And apparently she was keeping up with the Diddy trial via TMZ, and she was like telling me things. I'm like, what is happening? Okay, so I feel like all of my knowledge has come from my mom, but
hilarious.
Wait, yeah, Diddy with the veil. Did you hear any of those stories? Those are crazy.
But there's a lot of good God. So, well, let me back up. At the time that the video came out, you refused to watch it. Have you since gone back and watched it? Have you seen it, Mean Gene?
Which one?
What video?
The
beating her in the hallway?
Yeah.
Oh my God. No, I still didn't want to see it.
He still hasn't watched it. See, that's my point.
It's too bad. I don't want to see it.
But that's
crazy.
You wouldn't watch it and Ross wouldn't watch it. And I don't know if Ross has watched it since, but like the two of you didn't want to watch it originally. And I think that's all you got to see to be like, he's a terrible human, like
correct,
just period, right? And his credibility in my mind is shot because he came out and denied that it ever happened until the video came out, and then he apologized.
Yeah,
he's a liar, right?
Yeah,
his testimony should not be believed. Not that he did testify, right? Yeah. But like he's not a credible person.
Correct.
What I don't understand about the prosecution and what I've not been able to figure out online is why they chose to bring the charges that they did against him. Because my understanding is
the RICO charges.
Yeah. And
he's schizophrenico, not a RICO.
Like that seems to overly complicate the situation to me. It shouldn't be that hard to show what happened.
Yeah.
And I don't know criminal law in New York, but I think that there's no statute of limitations for rape in New York. So I don't know why they didn't just charge him with rape. Like I don't know why they went so above and beyond and ratcheted up the charges to the way that they did. I feel like if they had charged a lot of lesser offenses, they would have had a better outcome. I don't think that most juries think of RICO in a very specific context. And I think it was, while this might have been a case that RICO applied to, I don't think that the jury was necessarily primed to think of that. And then I actually started Googling like, okay, well, what are the maximum sentences for all these things? And RICO is like up to 20 years. And I was like, okay, so maybe that's why they did that. They wanted him to get 20. But the two counts that he was convicted on are up to 10 years per count. And those don't have to be concurrent. Those can be consecutive. So that still gets you to 20. But like, why not the rape? I think assault is a shorter statute of limitations. And I think that they were probably outside the window of that. But I just don't understand why they charged him the way that they charged him, and I've not found a good explainer online about it. But I'm also interested. There's been a lot of stuff about they don't expect him to get the maximum, but the judge has denied his bail 4 times, 4 times, and is holding him during sentencing. So
he's still in jail.
Yeah, he's still in jail until his sentencing this fall.
It's in October.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they tried to get bail and the judge denied it.
Yeah, so that is like a small glimmer of hope that maybe this judge will give him the maximum, but I'm not going to hold my breath. We've seen how these trials go. The other thing is like, I have no idea if this, my guess is that it did not come into evidence, but I think it's extreme consciousness of guilt that she files her civil lawsuit and the next day you settle for $20 million.
Yeah.
That like, you don't do that if you think that everything you did was on the up and up.
Correct.
No, you don't do that. So I don't know. I can't say whether the prosecution did a good or bad job because I didn't keep up with it.
Yeah.
He also has like 50 or more civil cases still pending against him. Like,
Wow.
he's going to be up to his nose in lawyer fees for a very long time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
It's
we don't
funny.
know what it will come out in those civil cases either,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. It's crazy because whenever there's a video that resurfaced when she filed that civil case against him, where it was like, if you show anybody that can prove, that I did something, I'll pay them. And everyone's like recirculating that video when he literally, was it $20 million?
20 million. She got 20 million.
The next day, he's like, $20 million, here you go. Let's settle, right? So obviously, if you're not guilty, you're not paying $20 million,
Sometimes you pay them to go away, right?
Correct.
But that's not pay to go away money. That
No.
is quiet money.
$20 million is like, hey, hopefully I never have to hear you say my name again.
That's move out of this country money. That's
Correct.
$20 million. Get out of here. Don't
Yeah.
ever talk to anybody ever again.
Don't say my name ever.
Like, don't.
Ever.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
insane.
Yeah.
I also,
Yeah, that's right.
my
Oh,
understanding is that the
goodness.
defense produced a lot of text messages between the two of them where it looked like she was interested in some of these activities. And I just think he's clearly physically abusive. We've
Mhm.
seen it on tape.
He
At least
blew
two
up-
out of the three of us have seen it on tape.
He blew up Kid Cudi's car.
Right. Coercive control is a form of domestic violence that is very difficult to prove in court. I have it come up in family cases, and even in the most egregious family cases that I have had, judges are still hesitant to affix coercive control in their findings.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's because people don't understand, even though we might intellectually understand why a woman doesn't leave and all this, like they still can't get over like, well, wait, if that was happening to me, I would leave. Like they can't understand that.
Yeah.
And what people don't understand about domestic violence is the most lethal time for a woman that's in a domestic violence situation is when she tries to leave the relationship. That is the most lethal time for her.
Yeah.
And we saw what happened that time she tried to leave the hotel room. So like,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I have no idea. Did they have experts come talk about domestic violence and coercive control? I have no idea. I didn't follow the case enough, but like there are many ways that I can see why he didn't get convicted on the RICO sort of charges.
But it's crazy to me that I know you mentioned that it's hard to people. Why did you leave? He fucking blew up somebody's car because he found out that you were dating them. Like what? Like maybe that's why she didn't leave. You know what I mean? Like he's in control of my career and my ability to make money, and he fucking blew somebody's car up. Like,
yeah, that's wild.
I mean,
that is wild. What a life. What a
And when
life.
You look at the power imbalance, you look at the age
somebody's car
differential.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
He had control over her mentally from a very young age.
Yeah.
Right.
19, I believe.
Yeah, and he was 30,
40
right,
40s,
like
late 30s, early 40s.
Mm-hmm. So, I just, yeah.
There's
It's
another
tough.
podcast that I listened to, and I guess this came out during the case too. That not only did he blow up Kid Cudi's car, allegedly, I think this was part of the case because I think Kid Cudi said it when he testified. Like he broke into his house and like opened all his kids' Christmas gifts. Like he unwrapped
oh yeah,
all.
yeah.
Like, what a weirdo! What?
What a story. Yeah, the stories that came out of this.
Yeah.
Like, can Puff Daddy come back just to be normal with everybody? You know what I mean? Like,
no, I don't think so. But then again, OJ, when he got, when he didn't get convicted, just acted normal and just tried to live a normal life where it's like, why is OJ just at the bar? Like, I don't know. If I got away with murder, you'd never see me again. I'd be gone. Like, same. Like, if I was Diddy, I would just be gone forever. But I'm sure there'll be a welcome home party and there'll be some clowns at it hanging out and acting like everything's normal.
That's too good. All right. Let's wrap it up. I guess I can't, for the life of me, I can't remember the one thing that popped into my head that I wanted to ask you, Gene, and it's gonna kill me because I'll probably wake up at like 3 a.m. and be like, "Oh yeah, that's what
that was it. Yeah.
So whatever, we'll just have to get you back on here probably next week. Honestly, I think Ross is gone on vacation
a minute.
again. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's gone for a little bit, so
Mhm.
we're definitely gonna have you back. Because you're the man, Mean Gene.
Hey,
We love having you.
I appreciate
no,
it, man.
course.
Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, I think it's a part of the show. Like, let's get some shout outs going. Mean Gene, give us some shout outs. You got any shout outs you want to shout out?
No.
Yo, shout out to Kev.
Shout out to my brother.
Kev, right?
He's in Utah for the next 2 months for work.
Jesus,
Yeah.
Utah.
Yep. Not even like
Oh,
Salt
my.
Lake City either. He's in Moab, Moab. It's like near Colorado.
I hear it's like really pretty there, though.
Yeah. That's what.
Yeah.
When you Google it, nice mountains are the first things that come up. But like the closest Walmart's like an hour and a half away.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Tell them to
Yeah.
chill. Just tell them
Yeah.
to chill and not have to go anywhere.
That's
really,
it. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's staying in a hotel. He's working at
Oh,
a
my.
hotel there, and they've got him. I guess they've got like a little apartment. So at least
All
he's
right.
the last couple times he's gone, he's just been in a hotel room, so he hasn't been able to like cook, and so he was in Tulsa, and the first night that he got there, he got food, like he got sick from eating something, and so he's like, I'm gonna stick to what I know. Like, I'm only gonna eat at 2 restaurants that I will not name. He's like, I'm only gonna eat at those 2 places as long as I'm here because those are places that I know.
Yeah.
So at least here, there's like a grocery store close by, so he'll be able to, cook.
That'll work.
Yeah, it'll work. But yeah, he'll be there till I guess mid-September or something like that.
I think when I travel for work, I prefer when I find like a hotel room or whatever, like a little suite with a little kitchen area, fridge, like microwave, stove. I do because I like buying my own.
You got to eat your steaks and your fucking quinoa,
breakfast.
bro.
His 12 bananas and protein shakes.
And his protein milk and
It's
his
a lot of ground
fucking
turkey,
corn,
his
cornflakes.
Hey, Special K.
No, it's when you came to Detroit.
Oh yeah. We had cornflakes. That's what was there.
No, that's what you bought at the fucking grocery store.
Because they didn't have Special K there. Well,
Wait, Did he have a meltdown in the cereal aisle?
No, he just bought there was Special K at the fucking store. There was
with the fruit in it. It probably had the fruit in it. It didn't have like
Oh,
the plain.
When he went to the grocery store with me to buy his protein milk, he had a temper tantrum in the aisle because they didn't have the flavor that he wanted.
Wow.
I did not have
You surely did. Not only in that aisle, but in several other aisles, you continue to mull over the fact that they did not have the one that you wanted.
I don't.
And then every time he drank it, it was a production.
Wow.
Like, don't drink it then.
I need the protein. Pause.
Oh boy.
Anyways, whatever. Emily, give us some shout outs and stop bashing the fact that I don't like vanilla protein shakes. Ugh. Disgusting.
Goodness. Shout out to your sister.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Mern. Ala. Mernando.
Biggest fan.
Yeah, that's right. We stand M for life. See, my sister's a trip. She's awesome.
I said, get her on.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Then the 2 of us can beat you up. Be really fun.
Jeez Louise. Give me a break. Let's see. I mean, I guess I just got the regular old shout outs. As usual, Long Shot Bar and Billiards, located over in the Four Corners area. Go holler at Mo. He's chilling. Harold's chilling out there too. You know what? Oh, Slices. Forgot about. I've said them before, but Slices. Yeah, Slices holds it down. Let's see. Who else am I shouting out? Todd, the homies.
You know
Chris.
what I'm gonna ask you, right?
Yeah,
answer
we
is
can
no.
talk about that later.
The
We can talk
answer
about
is
that
no.
later. We can talk about that later. Saba. Who else am I forgetting? Ash,
The answer
Cass.
is
Shout out to Mary.
no. Wow. I'm glad you knew that I knew where I was going with that.
Yeah. You know, these are just regular the homie shout outs. They've been supporters since day one.
Okay.
I'll
take your word for it.
I'm trying to think who else. You see, now you got me all messed up because now I forgot who else I usually just shout out. Oh, LA Insurance. That's right. My boy Charles and Ray. Holler at them. They got 2 offices. One down on OBT, right across the street from the Florida Mall. The other one's down on Boggy Creek, across the street from the Publix. And
more businesses.
Let me see. Yeah, that's you know, that's something else.
Publix ain't giving you shit, bro.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm just saying that's where it's at. It's right across from there.
I'm just saying.
I need more Mean Gene on this show here. That's it. No, shout out to Ross on vacay. Get back to us. Have fun out there. I forget where he was going. I knew he was in New Orleans. I saw a couple of those pictures. I love New Orleans, so that was pretty cool. But
never been.
I think what? You've never been to New Orleans?
Why would I just say that if it wasn't true?
Holy moly, my friend.
What are you doing? We can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me?
Now we can.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I gotta plan this trip. I gotta plan a New Orleans guys trip. That's what we gotta do.
I gotta find a job first. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we'll be all right.
We'll take it slow on that.
We'll figure it out. But yeah, New Orleans will be the celebration trip. That's what it'll be.
Sounds good to me.
Bro, it's I don't know. I love that city. New Orleans, Detroit.
I've heard mixed reviews on New Orleans, but I'll see for myself one day.
Nah, I think you'd like it a lot. It's pretty cool. Shout out to New Orleans. Oh, again, thanks, Mijin, for joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
All right. We're out. We'll probably be back
too.
next week. We'll figure it out. But we'll have another one for you guys. Peace.